everyone, welcome to another vlog of my YouTube channel, Data Science with Sam. And today we're gonna dive deep into exploring the capabilities of GPT-5 to forecast every Premier League match for 2025-26 season with a small machine learning app. Some of you who are an ardent fan of English Premier League, I guess you guys are really happy this season is back. As you can see that I'm wearing Manchester United cap, the team that I've been supporting for more than 20 years. So I'm also very interested to see how Manchester United are going to perform. So let's see how machine learning model helps us predicting the outcome of some of the English Premier League games in the ongoing season. And we also want to make sure that we're going to try to do that prediction realistically. So there will be a feature that's going to help with the prediction of draw, because in the Premier League games, we also have draw. It's not knockout at all. Okay. So before we dive into that, I also want to make sure that you understand how we can set up this process. So for this particular project, we're going to use Replit as our main IDE. So all the code workspace that GPT-5 is going to share with us, we're going to upload it into Replit. You heard it right. We're going to use GPT-5, the latest model that OpenAI launched, to see how its capability, because what they're claiming is the best reasoning model and it's great for coding. So let's check out how GPT-5 is going to help you to build a machine learning web app that's going to predict every Premier League season game. So first, we'll start with giving GPT-5 a contextual prompt that's going to help it to understand that what is the main purpose of this project. So this is the ready prompt where we're asking GPT-5 to help us with building a complete Streamlit ML web app that predicts Premier League match outcomes, home, draw, or away for the 2025-2026 season. The requirements is going to first help with ingesting historical results. It'll also help with normalizing team name. Then it's going to help with adding some features like ALO ratings and some of the predictors that's going to be helpful for model to be trained better. It will use multinomial, log regression, and XGBoost model with time series CV and calibration capabilities. Then it will help with loading the ongoing season fixtures through APIs or any other connections. It will also have some draw boost control to help with predicting draw in a better way. And it also gonna have like an optional GPT-5 probabilities. So let's see how GPT-5 is going to come up with a Replit-ready project based on this contextual prompt. So I'm going to hit the click button to get started. So just wanted to give you a perspective that GPT-5 seems to be the best reasoning model that OpenAI came up with. So since we asking GPT model to build a web app, it will take some time to reason the prompt first and come up with a solution. So this will take at least a few minutes. So if you try this prompt on your end, then just to be mindful about that, it's going to take some time. So be patient with that. The good thing about GPT-5 is that sometimes it asks, it lets you to skip some of the reasoning step, but I would strongly discourage to do that, because at the end of the day, you want GPT model to come up with the best solution. So let it run the reasoning steps so that it can provide a better analysis and give you a better like a coding workspace that you can deploy in the Replit-ready environment for building the app. So let's come back in a few minutes to see how the GPT-5 comes up with the Replit-ready project, and then we can do a code walkthrough up to that. Okay, welcome back. It seems like the chat GPT-5 was able to give us a Replit-ready code. It built a complete Replit-ready Streamlit project that predicts Premier League match outcome based on home draw result. So what's inside of the zip file that it gives us, that we can deploy in the Replit-ready environment? So it has a Streamlit app.py with a clean sidebar follow. So what app will do, it's going to load historical results, configure from window, LO ratings, home advantage, and those kind of factors. It's going to train the data with the log regression and the XGBoost model with calibration. It's going to also implement a functionality to load fixtures through CSV, ICS, or football data or API. It's going to have a capability of having a draw boost slider to correct under predicted draws. And finally, it's going to have a GPT-5 blend with weight control. So there are certain features like team normalization features, modeling, fixture, ingest, GPT-5 probabilities are distributed in various Python script, as you can see over here. There'll also be some sample data will be loaded there. And finally, it will also have a Replit configuration file, which will help with deployment in the IDE environment. So now the next step is to let's just go to the Replit-ready environment to see how we can load this zip file, and I will show you that how we can spin up that web app through Replit-ready. Welcome back. So this is the Replit-ready where we loaded the Streamlit version of the code using the vibe coding method in GPT-5. As you can see that this particular ID has a workspace that contains all the Python script, and the main function was the Streamlit app PI. That's going to call all the supportive functions, whether it's predict.py or model or ingest. So this is more of like a modular framework where we have the app, the main app module in the Streamlit app.py Python script, and we have the other modules like models that model.py that contains all the models that we are using for prediction. Ingest.py is going to help with like ingesting the data, the historical data. Then we have the predict.py is going to help with predicting the outcome of each and every game. So this particular code base is totally generated by the vibe coding method from GPT-5. Now the next step is to let's see how if we run this streamlit.app.py, how it's going to spin up that machine learning web app and how we can perform the prediction on each and every EPL game. So the next step is to click on this run button and to spin up the app. So as you can see that the app, it was able to so app, there's no issue with like spinning up the app. We can see that the app, that if the name, as the name suggests, it's an EPL predictor of 2025 to 2026 season. There's a few liners about the app that this app is going to use prediction engine like machine learning, GPT-5 blend, and other models to predict that. And it's also going to have a draw boost to make sure that we are tuning the model to predict draw as well, since we are predicting league games instead of knockout games. The first step here is to run that historical data, the module, because before you move to the next section, the first thing is to download and build the historical data set, which we are going to use to train the model with. So let's just click the download and build data set to start downloading the historical data into app before we proceed to the train model section. So when I click this particular button, it's actually calling that ingest.py at the back end, and through that PI, it's downloading the full data set of historical game results. Right? It seems like this model was able to load more than 11,000 game records, which is a big number, and I feel like this is a great, huge data set to train the model before we move on to the prediction section. Now, in the next section, we are going to click this build features and train model, and we do have like a 2 or 3 models under the hood. Like once we click this button, it's going to compute based on ELO rating, ELO underscore GAP, some other models going to calibrate that together to train the model on more than 11,000 records. So let's click this button, but I wanted to give you a heads up that this particular step will take a few minutes. So, just click the button, just go take a break, or, grab a cup of coffee and come back in a few minutes. Okay. Welcome back. It seems like the base model has been trained now. As you can see that there are 2 base models we used for this prediction work. First was the log regression, and the next one is XGBoost. Now the next step is to load the fixtures of the ongoing season. There are 3 ways to do that. You can either use API football key to load the fixture directly from a website, or you can upload a CSV containing all the fixtures, or you can also use .ics file that's going to help calling the fixtures from the Premier League website and load it to the app. I'm going to use the third option. So this is the .ics URL directly from the Premier League website. I'm going to click this build fixtures from ICS to upload the fixtures into the app. So as you can see that we have 380 fixtures uploaded into the app. If you don't want to use the .ics file next time, you can also download this the CSV format. Now moving on to the next section is the main part where we're gonna do the prediction. There are four options here. One is ML only, where we're gonna use only the machine learning models like log regression or XGBoost. We can also use the GPT-5, where we can harness LLM's power to do the prediction. We can also blend machine learning and GPT-5 together to see if that helps with the prediction. We can also use the stack meta model for prediction purpose. So for this vlog, I'm only going to show you how the model, the machine learning model performs in predicting the outcome of each and every Premier League game. Before we run the prediction function, we also wanted to make sure that we are adding some draw boost to help with increasing the probability of draw. Since we are predicting league games, so there'll be some draw games as well, not only that home and away win or loss. So that's why it's important to include a draw boost function. Based on GPT's recommendation, we are keeping the target mean draw rate 0.25, but you can also change this particular value to see if that helps with increasing the probability of draw games. Now let's just click the predict all fixture button, and that's gonna call the main machine learning model log regression XGBoost and predict the outcome of each and every game of this ongoing season. So when I click this predict all fixture, is basically calls the predict.py, the Python script. Over there, we have three different probability outcomes. P_h that's going to predict the home team's winning chances. P_a variable will, predict the winning chances of the away team. And there is another probability distribution value is P_d, which is going to predict the outcome of the game as draw. All right. It seems like the predictions are done. The mean probabilities is home team 0.349, draw 0.61, away 0.589, which means that overall the away teams have better chances of winning their games in the ongoing English Premier League season. So we'll definitely check it out. As you can see that, let's start with the first game, Liverpool versus AFC Bournemouth. You can see that the home team had higher probabilities, and as we all know that Liverpool actually won the game. The team, my team Manchester United lost their game, but it seems like the machine learning model was able to predict that game outcome correctly. Draw seems to be less compared to others, so I guess we definitely have to tune the draw boost. I'll definitely encourage you to try to play with the draw boost criteria and see if you can tweak the mean draw rate to help with the draw probabilities getting increased for each and every game. You can definitely download this prediction as CSV, and you can compare that every time you check with try to perform the prediction using different models. I'll highly encourage you to try that GPT-5 one as well. I will share this code in the GitHub workspace, and then share the link in the YouTube vlog description. So feel free to check it out and just load it into any ID. It doesn't have to be Replit, and see if you can improve the model outcome, or even try with GPT-5 or other prediction options to see if that helps with the prediction. So that's all for now. So this particular exercise, gives you an idea of how you can leverage GPT-5 and use your vibe coding technique to build a machine learning web app for predicting English Premier League games. There's so many software analytics projects that you can, carry out by just doing vibe coding. However, I will strongly encourage you to learn Python coding, because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong during deployment, you need to have that programming skill set to figure that out. So that's all for today. I'll be back with my next vlog on other interesting data science or AI related topics. Till then, goodbye. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, as more contents similar to this are forthcoming. Thank you.